Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets Crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Tuesday, the 20th of May. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right, okay, let's have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's gone very slightly higher here and is very close to a retest the high. I'm a little, we've got a lot of sell signals here now. We've got daily RSI 14 sell signals, full-sized ones fixed on Bitcoin. And this one here almost miraculously didn't fail on the last move up, and we've now got joined by an RSI 14 one. We've also got week daily RSI 14 and RSI 5 sell signals fixed on both Ethereum and Solana. So this is quite a lot of negative divergence here, and I'm really liking retracement setup here. Do I have reservations? Yes, I do. Looking here, this is my main reservation is right here. We've got this beautiful rising wedge here, and I've looked really closely at this trend line here, and this held. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that we may be heading towards wedge resistance, which I've got currently slightly more than the all-time high. So this might take us back to the all-time high unless this gets broken. I'm a little concerned about that. Also, the original double top we had here has failed to deliver or break down, and we've now got an alternative one which isn't quite as nice. So this one, if we see a sustained breakdown below 102, we'd have a target in the 97,000 area. But I'm mainly concerned that this might head towards the wedge resistance here. If we have a look at the other reservation I've got on Ethereum, so we'll come to that in a minute. On Solana, we're testing the daily middle band at the moment, and obviously that will need to break if we're going to go significantly lower. We saw a bit of a retracement here. That's not unusual. The head and shoulder, right shoulder was unchallenged. So this is still looking pretty good, exactly as it was with the target. If we see a sustained breakdown, which we haven't seen yet, then we'll have a target at 142. And this rising support has broken, not by a lot, but by some. So looking at Ethereum, I've got more concerns about. I like the daily sell signal. I love the overall IHS setup here, but this head and shoulders here has failed. If you look here, this is a move over the right shoulder right now. That doesn't always mean that you head back to the highs. We could be forming an alternate head and shoulders, and there's actually two possible necklines for that, depending on where this lands. But I've drawn in one of them, and the other one would be, hang on 1 second, I'll just show you. Right. The other one would be here. So there's a couple of options here for a head and shoulders, which could go lower. I tend to lean towards the one which just looks more like a head and shoulders, which would be this one, but there is a possible alternate here as well. So I'm not that alarmed about it going over it. It's mainly about Bitcoin, and it's mainly about that trend line. If we can see a break below that, then that opens up this retracement. We should see it. As it is, it's currently a very nice setup, but it hasn't really reached escape velocity yet. And it won't do until Bitcoin breaks that rising support trend line. So we will see how that goes. But I'm really liking this setup. We've got all the negative divergence we could possibly want. And really, I'm leaning towards this going down. But we need to break this before we can do that. And we will see. And obviously, we've got daily middle bands. We haven't quite reached the daily middle band on Bitcoin, but we're getting pretty close. On Solana, we are actually testing it already. And on Ethereum, we are quite a long way from it, but we'd likely hit it if we actually saw a breakdown from the current levels. But really, it's about the rising support on Bitcoin. Is it going to break or is it not? If it doesn't, then obviously we can see new highs on Bitcoin pretty shortly. And we might see a retracement from there, but obviously we'd be losing key parts of the setup on the others. The main thing we've also got here is we've got negative divergence across the board. We've got decent looking retracement patterns pretty much across the board. So I would like to not lose that. Do the retracement now, and now is the ideal time. I was talking about likely to see some sideways to down action on equities over the next couple of weeks. That's the perfect time to do it. So we will see. All right, great. In that case, let's have a quick look at questions, of which we have none. All right, my pleasure as always, mate, and I will see you here tomorrow. All right, take care.